They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cut 19, cut 19, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Now back to throw. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Barkley. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 6. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. This is Smith with the ground.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
On 1st down, Fields. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Down inside the 10.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. You know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go street.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Drag him 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that's how you start a drive, because they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Eagles have recovered. And a little carry is there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tagovailoa Hufanga. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
65, 65.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Ready? Mustang 19.
Back to throw. And he's He's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
2nd and 5. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Hey, smash Bronco.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sly able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Fields. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Fields. And this one too low. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And His kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now on 2nd and 16. Fields. That one complete. He finds Shark. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's Chubb on the read action. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Fields. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And in for the Lions touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 49 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check man, check man.
They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Eagles! Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Claybrook's going to bring this one out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A shotgun snap, Fields. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Nick Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Fields throw complete to Rager. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run it again with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On the option left is Fields. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
They find some open field here. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 7-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shout?